I tell you, this screen that I'm looking at is intermittent. Poor cars, they 2 lanes coming up at 80, and I can barely make a 25, 30 with the issues I have, which at this point I think is a 75 to 80% chance related to electricals. Because I don't think at this point it's only that the alternator is overcharging, is I think the battery's not delivering power to almost anything. And also my, hopefully my throttle body sensor, which a lot of videos shows solves the problem when people change it, which is linked to the powertrain control module, which I had a weird code that it couldn't test it. The test failed. I'm going to recheck my codes, but I managed to put a lot of things together today. Like, I think I bought the right relay connector for the headlights that has a lot of light wires to it, which had a big hole from being burned out from one of the wires. I put a new starter solenoid. Didn't make a difference. So, some money wasted, but it's still good that it's better. Don't want other electrical issues when some are solved. And it's harder on the fuel, and it overheats too. Yeah, so pretty sure I installed my thermostat. Somebody was giving me doubts the other day. You sure? I was going to do a joke on that, and I didn't even get to do it, and somebody's creating doubts. No, it's I'll know for sure if everything's okay with everything really tomorrow morning. So I'm using a big chunk of the last of my income to pay for a new alternator and a specialist that's going to make sure. Well, he'll have the new one already delivered, and the old one he'll test. And while I'm there, he's going to do that and make sure everything's okay. Maybe test a few other things. Like there's one cable I want to ask him about, and for him to rewire and maybe wire my connector for the headlight, which it'll be quicker for him. I might pay him for that. And but when I'm there, he's probably going to make sure or test more things after, right? So aside from installing the alternator, he's going to charge me a bit of time to help make sure everything's okay. And in the meantime, I'll install the new throttle body sensor. So I got to buy that, the gasket for it, and some carb cleaner. And yeah, like I can smell even the heat from exhaust pipes that are getting hotter than they used to before. It is a hotter day. And I am climbing a hill at, I'm not going all the way down with the gas because it wouldn't make a difference. It wouldn't go any faster. And I know that just putting on the parking brake or removing the parking brake is enough to throw off the system and it stalls. Like turning on a heater or anything really at this point, it's gotten worse. So there's probably a wire somewhere that relates to leaving the battery after power arrives from the alternator. So I told him about that in the email. Anyways, I wish I had a bicycle while I'm letting my van cool down. It is leaking a bit of radiator fluid. It's because I finished topping it up under the overflow reservoir, and it's getting so hot now that it's even finding little places to escape from there. So supposedly, I see from the highway, I didn't look now, but because I was focusing on who's coming behind me and giving them ham signals because they're waiting at the last minute to realize, hey, this guy is going like 60 kilometers less than we are. It's 2 lanes coming. So I got to wake people up with my hand, right? Like doing a flasher. So I'm not looking at the jumps again, but they're not really jumps. They're more like, well, there are jumps, but they seem like still not like expert level. Like you can go slow and it's almost like bridges. It looked really beautiful, formed of wood and stuff, so I'd like to go see. Maybe I'll walk a bit and go see that and let my engine cool down more. I'm up the hill now and I'm going to go park at the Lordco overnight. I don't know if they have internet and I can maybe watch something on Netflix. No, not Netflix, Disney Plus. I went on it a couple of days ago inside like a fast food place and realized Ant-Man's not even there, and Secret Invasion is delayed till June now. So there's really it's really not anything that exciting. I finished an episode of Last Man on Earth. That's always funny. But the last 2 months of me paying that is I didn't really benefit from it, so